Hello and welcome to episode 108 of the My Hero Academia podcast. I am Kendra, and today with me I actually have some special guests returning. We have Derek.
Yo, what's up?
Okay, Nick.
Hello.
Yay, and as per usual, we have James.
Hi.
And Gary.
Hey, everybody.
Yay.
I heard my own echo in that.
You are too powerful to be contained. And right off the bat, I think we might have just missed it with our last episode, is that, Gary, what's going on in the video game world?
For My Hero 1's Justice 2, they did kind of a surprise drop of a English dub patch for it. So the first game never had one, the second one does now, so that's really exciting. I've been playing it again, and yeah, it's a lot of fun hearing our favorite English voice actors.
Yeah.
The other thing is if you purchase the season pass, you can now play as Hawks.
Ooh.
Woo!
That would be real. Can you, I guess, do you have a season's pass?
I don't. I'm poor.
Oh, yeah. I just wonder if, you control the individual feathers like he can. I wonder how that... I guess you maybe just do feather swords or something. I'm really curious how he fights.
Yeah, he does have, projectile ones.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I haven't looked at a whole lot of gameplay. I've seen a little bit, but yeah, I was kind of waiting until I could finally afford it. But yeah.
I did see a little. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's like playing a Gundam game with all the little funnel, shooting bullets, but instead it's just feathers. Feathers.
Mm-hmm. I did watch a little bit of the English Eraserhead voice actor playing it, and it was kind of cool to see, but he didn't have Hawks, but he was kind of just getting used to playing it, but it was fun. And speaking of the English dub, they are officially done season 4 with episodes 87 and 88 out. I haven't listened yet, but I really do. I need to look it up, because I really want to hear Hawks outside of the movie, which I think would be really cool. Have any of you guys checked it out yet?
I haven't yet, actually. No.
Okay. I should. I think I heard your dog.
I thought you were.
Yeah, sorry, they're being loud.
Your dog gave a resounding no.
It's okay. They're the
Absolutely not.
They are also guests on the podcast. This is a dog cast. Only dogs. Oh, and since they did finish, that does mean that we got a few more of the voice actors who's voicing all the top 10 heroes. So, we know who voices Wash. I'm so happy. That's all I cared about.
Wash.
Yeah. Number 10, Ryuko. We've already heard her before in the overhaul arc, but that's Caitlin Barr. Yay! And then Yoroi Moshe, basically the guy who looks like a dwarf. I think he's the armored hero. Voice actor is Bill Jenkins. Wash, the greatest character to ever exist, is Elise Watson Johnson. So I salute her.
I really hope that Wash, there's hello, my name is Wash, and these are my 5 favorite movies, and she's this is way too much dialogue. No, just say Wash. Oh, come on.
I was hoping her name would be May Tag. Anyway.
And Camboy Woods we've already met, but Aaron Roberts, go. And Shield hero, the guy who cries a lot, it's Larry Brentley. Yay. I'm really looking, because I haven't watched the episode yet, I'm really looking forward to it. we have the Miracle voice actress, yay, is Annarisa Quinones. I'm sorry.
Quinones,
thank you. Edshot, John Bergmere. Best Genius, we've also already met. Mike Solosud. Micah. I'm sorry. Yes, Genius, you are the best. Hawks, we saw a bit of him in the dub, but it's Zeno Robinson, or we saw a bit of him in the movie. He's really, really cool. And then we already know Endeavor, but I didn't actually know the English voice actor's name, but it's Patrick Setz, so he's cool. He's the English version of Dio, and he's Frankie. I never knew that.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, he can do a jackass. So I guess Dio is a jackass.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So I guess it fits. You thought it was me and Denver, but it was me, Dio. But what other news was? Oh, the James. What was the author comment?
Oh, I have it right here. I had it all the time with me. Okay. Horikoshi's author comment for this week is, "But I told you to never end it. Congratulations, Demizu Sensei and Shirai Sensei," which Demizu is the illustrator and Shirai is the manga author artist.
Yeah, Promise Neverland is over. It's up to you whether or not you enjoyed it. It seems like most people didn't. But were people thinking about making a Promise Neverland podcast? I don't know if they actually did.
I wanted to before I started the Kicking Stones podcast, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. Because I wasn't gonna do a catch up. I was gonna do current. Oh boy, that would have been Anyway,
just do Grace Field and then stop and be like, and then it ended.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, I was gonna discuss this, but I would after the pod. But maybe I want to do like a Promise Neverland retrospective episode or something.
Oh, a dissection.
Sure.
No, Kendra. Okay. And also, the official MHA manga account now has 400,000 followers, which is pretty damn cool.
Nice.
Go. But that's enough news. Let's go on to chapter 275. This is my hero academia. So we start out with Shiger. Oh wait, that's not. That's first page. Shigaraki just ominously floating in the air, flooming away. He flies now. They fly now. And I really like how still his eyes are really worn, especially even though he has regen. It's still no, this guy's tired and very dry. and he's like, okay, this quirk comes with a souvenir. All the data on people the previous user saw up to the second the quirk got stolen from them. And then we get a confirmation. It is search. Reveals the location and weaknesses of anyone the user has laid eyes on. So I wonder, if she looked at somebody, it would be like, they have weak ankles. Or do you have to learn what their weakness is?
Cross them up. Cross them up real quick.
We're going with the Achilles right off the bat.
I have bad knees. Have mercy. But
it's like Scan on Final Fantasy or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we get another shot of the twinkling lights, and especially the first. Oh, what is it? It's the second star to the or third star from the right, straight on till morning. It's not quite Neverland. And he's saying it must be fate. And then we get a beautiful shot of Eraserhead and a cat. At first, I thought the cat was gigantic, but it's just the top frame.
I was wondering if that was the cat from Vigilantes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Apparently,
Cat he rescued.
Apparently, it is.
People think it might be sushi. Yeah.
Sushi.
I want sushi.
I want to pet it.
Yes. It makes me want Eraserhead to meet Sasha, who is the cat cop.
He also needs to meet Cat Nurse.
Yeah. Wait, is there a cat nurse?
Remember? Yeah.
Oh.
At the Jakku hospital.
Okay. But it's a cute cat. And Endeavor is not having this. He's charging after him, flooming. He's going bawoosh. And he's like, "What are you saying?" Oh, he's talking Deku. And Deku says, "I'll explain later. I am too far away to spot Shigaraki now because of all the dust and smoke. Please let me know if he suddenly changes course." And he's like I've got time for that. And he's like, "What's this bullshit?" And Shigaraki is doing some ominous shit. And he lands really weirdly.
Look at his legs.
Yeah. It kind of looks like when he was arcing when his heart got reset. Yeah, he got resuscitated? Is that how do you say that word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's some wacky shit going on.
I was like, he's doing the Inasa bow.
And also the pearls on his neck, is that from the cape he was wearing, or why does he have pearls? I forget.
Yeah, that's the class.
Yeah, that was the cape.
Okay, it just makes me think of Ace.
He needs
as
to
well.
To the real one. Excellent.
Yeah.
He needs to clutch his pearls. That's all.
We've lost so many true heroes. Hexless, Funkman. I miss Funkman.
And as he falls, we do see like the cork bullets coming out of his pocket or something. And Endeavor's just like, he goes to punch, and like there's some posing, and there's a big whoosh. I really like the sound effects here.
I like how ominous foreshadowing about the bullets. Wonder if those will come into play in future chapters. Who knows? Scary. Anyway, so we had that whoosh, and Shigaraki's flying in the opposite direction, and Endeavor's screaming, "He altered course! He's heading southwest now!" Deku says, "Thought so. Thank you. I can buy the evacuation effort some time. I'll try to lure him away." Click! And he jumps away really quick, and we hear like a whoosh behind him that's presumably... Oh, wait, no. No, I guess that's Endeavor still. That's Endeavor still flying. Yeah, because he's just like, huh? Kid? Snake?
Yeah, Deku just like hung up on him.
Yeah, he's like, bye, click. Yeah, because I saw the little, I guess that's Shigaraki, but I thought that was Deku. Like, all right, bye. And jumps away, like, hey, come back. Shigaraki thinks how it's annoying how they're all linked up. Might as well put a stop to that. So Endeavor's flying, and he's kind of talking to everyone through the comm system. He says, "Listen up, everyone. Shigaraki's changed tack." Tack? What?
I guess it's like military term for direction or something.
I thought it was tact with a T.
Yeah. Caleb, I'm changing that one. It sounds weird when I talk. He's changing course. No, I'm kidding. Caleb does good.
Mm-hmm.
He's heading southwest, and he's got hyper regeneration now, so he's not the same as before. And he thinks to himself, not sure how, but Midoriya really is luring him away. Is he targeting the kid? Damn it. Midoriya is in danger. And Deku starts talking. He says, "Hear that, Kachan? He's coming our way." And Bakugo's like, "Of course I heard. Were you listening? That total scumbag's turned into some kind of monster. All the more reason to play keep away." And they're kind of doing the old, like, you know, superhero run on top of buildings and flying and stuff. And it takes Deku a second, and he's just like, "Why are you following me, Kachan?" And Bakugo goes, "Want me to kill you instead?" You know, look, always with our boys, it's either 1 or 99 on the scale. Like, it's never anything in between.
I just really want to quickly say, never. I wonder how Bakugo even heard, because didn't they move to a secure chat?
Yeah, he gets locked out of the chat.
How did he know? But maybe he could maybe Endeavor's just really loud.
Yeah. He's like, this is secure. Everyone! Hey, wait a second, dude.
I think he could like hear on Bakugo's end, or not Bakugo.
Oh, Deku's end.
Deku's end.
That's what I meant. If he was like so loud, like in Deku's mic.
Maybe, yeah.
I think I hear him. I love Deku's still very polite. He's like, no, please.
Yeah. No.
And the return of the giant eyes. I love it.
And says, "Use your freaking head. We're short on time, and who's the only guy who knows your deal without needing some long-winded explanation? Me, duh." He's like, in that case, thanks. He's still just like really like freaked out about the fact that he's following him.
Yeah.
Bakugo goes on to say, "Don't get a big head about it. Follow you? You think you're the main character now or something?" And Bakugo looks back at the camera like, folks, get it? He says, "I've got unfinished business with that piece of crap." I do love how Bakugo through and through talks like a 13-year-old. It's great.
Yeah, I'm surprised too that usually we don't really get like the swear. Or I guess it's crap. It's a swear word, but it's nice. Like, I don't know. I've probably got it before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more used to like some of the scanlations where it's like dropping the shitheads or something a lot.
Goodness.
I'll effing kill you, S-head, you effer.
Yeah.
Like,
but I appreciate. I definitely I prefer the official. I'm just like, oh yeah, it's like a piece of crap. He's like, I'm gonna get that piece of crap. Like, fuck you, Shigaraki. Sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, Bakugo continues. Since I'm the guy who put an end to All Might, so he's still got guilt about that whole situation. But then we get this grin. One
Oh
for
my
all
God.
is just the bait, because I'm the one who'll get payback for that day. Is the perfect chance to rack up a win. Get it? Good. Just keep it together and don't trip me up. And Deku's just like, yep, got it. And then we get this interesting inner monologue here from Bakugo where he starts, stupid Deku can consistently use full cowling at 30% now. To keep it from wrecking his body, he only draws on 45% at the moment of impact. During his time with Endeavor, and I think this is a typo, and one-on-one training with All Might, every time Deku gets stronger, I grit my teeth and keep from falling behind. Even at this 30% speed of his, I ain't gonna be left behind. And so then we get a cute little flashback of them as kids with a bug net and walking in the forest, and he says, I'll take his growth and make it my own, all to rise higher, even higher than him, the chosen one. And so he says, I'm not gonna lose. I can't afford to stay a loser. So he's got like massive inner issues with everything that's happening. So I'm glad he's coming to grips with that. And then Shigaraki, I'm gonna steal this one from Caleb's thread. It sounds like he's going through an inner monologue of quirks, where he's like, here we go. A nice air blast like before. Oh, sorry.
It was like a video game when you could like press a button and you could have to like scroll through the different lines and like, damn it, why is the one I want always at the end?
I was imagining an iPod click wheel. Of course.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Stop.
I was figuring he's like hitting like the R1 button on the trigger and cycling through like no. Ooh, there's a good one. And he goes, a nice air blast like before, plus radio waves. Sorry, number one, you gotta wait your turn. Boom! He goes flying across the way.
I will say that is a really cool effect on the boom.
Yeah, it is. That's like it's showing it's an enormous like shockwave.
And we've got a lot of the regular guests on Kicking Stones. It kind of is like fighting with science, but with quirks. Which is kind of cool.
Science rules.
You blinded me with quirks. Doesn't work.
Yeah. Aww.
I do like that Shigaraki's like it's kind of kept up with the theme for the past couple chapters where it's like his sound effects do look like digitally and like you can see a little bit of like the the stuff in his is cool.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me think of manga, the like character who like fights with making sound effects. And it really like they almost feel real. That's what I like.
We
They
go
feel like
over, we get a flashback. It's like, wait, where's manga at? Oh no! Oh no!
I wouldn't be surprised because they're
We
just so
got him.
huge. We barely knew him.
We got like 3 chapters worth of content with Mono.
Okay, moving on. That surge continues and it messes with Burnin. She says, my earpiece is going haywire. And then we see again Shigaraki honing in on the vestiges. And there's like this shroud of darkness around Shigaraki as he is pretty close to Midoriya and Bakugo. And they're looking up at him, and Deku begins crumbling away.
Did he teleport? Like, how did he get there? Like, I don't understand the thing behind him.
I think it's just like a dark, foreboding background from him just blasting himself halfway across existence to immediately appear in front of them.
Pretty much. I feel like this needs like a big fall, like brr, brr, like that big like ominous noise.
Burn.
Sounds like a foghorn. It's like brr, or I don't know how to do
That's
it.
the sky trumpet noise that they do in like Hollywood trailers. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
What I almost hope in the anime is when we get to this point, there's almost just no sound effects because this is creepy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I would say too, like there
this
is
is good.
We got like the of like him coming close to them, but then it is just soundless. So maybe don't put no foghorn noise. You don't need to pay me to make foghorn noise for you, Funimation. But it's definitely. Are they like running up a building as well? But let's see what happens next. Or what I interrupted.
Yeah, you're good. Deku is beginning to crumble a little bit here, and he's thinking, we got a taste of it last summer in Camino. When I met you in the summer. Anyway. And then he said, that fear of death. And so then we see like even more crumbling happen between both Deku and Bakugo. And then we have Shigaraki extending his hand, and it's like there's 4 panels here on a 2-page spread, and it's mostly Shigaraki when the other ones are kind of a lot smaller.
Big hand.
And we're also getting I never really noticed it, but All For One had these black circles on his hands as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I legit never noticed it. So.
I guess that's the indicator of All For One is probably that black hole in his hand.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting that One For All doesn't have something like that. But maybe it does and we didn't notice or something.
We just see Deku's just got a little extra skin on his hand there.
Or it's like on his foot or something and you just never saw it. On his back.
His pinky toe.
Yeah. But it also this kind of calls back to an Overhaul, I think, had a similar panel when his hands were separating panels. And it was kind of cool. And this is like almost like that. But it's very, very cool.
Yes, it is. Okay, then Shigaraki says, the voice in my head is telling me I just gotta have it. Hand over One For All, Izuku Midoriya. And then we get like this.
That's it. That's the end of My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They died.
All the people who've been joking about that, just like, it's going to end with this arc.
I was reading it and I was just like, what? I was like, what is happening? Like, I almost screamed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think even Caleb opened up his thread today with, well, that's it. The damn kids died finally.
Yeah.
Caleb at the end, you're like, I'm free!
The real main characters are like Yaoyorozu.
The real main character is Wash. The end.
The end. This is the story of how Wash became the #1 hero.
Yeah.
And he has the same actual voice as Deku, so he got thrown off in the beginning. Okay, so we do see a Schwap, and there's kind of a action going on and knocking. It looks like it's either knocking Shigaraki back or doing something with the boys, but we'll learn more later.
Actually, we'll learn right now. Is none other than Gran Torino, as well as Deku saying, Gran Torino? He's like, well, when I heard One For All over the comms, I had a real bad feeling. Were you kids looking to scrap with that thing? Like he says, scrap.
He's an old man.
Now, see here.
But
What's wrong with old people terms? Get off my lawn.
We continue on. It says Shigaraki's decay obliterates anything he touches and then some. Even getting hit with a piece of stray rubble will kill you, and you see like an image of a piece of rubble destroying somebody.
I think these are more heroes that must have been like near or behind them getting hit, and it's just like
nobody tell Deku. Nobody tell him.
No, don't look back, son. Don't look back.
And he says, as you are now, you don't stand a chance. And Deku's like, but he's like, listen, us heroes ain't out of the picture yet. And we get a shot of looks like Shigaraki landed on a building, and he says, hang on a sec, that thing will be brought down by everyone who's left, as we get a really cool shot of Ryukyu in dragon form about to swing in, and she's about to hit him, and then we see that Shigaraki grabbed her finger, and we see that he has kind of a shocked look as soon as like you see that he has his hand on her, and we see that
hands.
Yes, they're holding hands. Everyone's gonna start shipping Ryukyu and
Oh no, I don't want that.
Shigaraki. I have some questions.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I brought a curse thing into the world.
If you do notice in the panel, though, you see that we don't see her start disintegrating just yet, but we see that he actually, I guess, he gets whammed out of existence.
That's why I was confused that she wasn't in the panel, but I guess he pushed her away or she pushed him away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she slapped him away because he didn't disintegrate her. I wonder why.
Yeah, as we see a pair of feet, it says, was that Midoriya and Bakugo? Why are they here? And we get another, I guess, from the comm. He's heading southwest. And we get another voice. Is he targeting them? As we see, we can tell it's Eraserhead just from the back of his scarf. And
Nice.
we see let's see. I guess it's one of the Nomus getting destroyed as well. And it says, Crust, the number 6 hero, you kept me alive.
Is that Oh no, that's
He's
the body of
flashed-
the Nomu slapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
That would-
flashing back to Crust saving him from the Nomu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh, okay. And we get one of the saddest panels, Shirokuma. He says, and there are others who also kept me in this world. Oh, he says, my quirk, my life. Loud cloud. And we get the Razor sends Shigaraki. Don't you dare lay a rotten finger on my students. And he says, taking him down is why I'm still alive. As we see Shigaraki, I guess he's falling down. He says, Shigaraki saying, you really are pretty cool, Eraserhead. And that's the end of chapter.
Oh.
Screw you.
And and it looks like we have a break next week.
Yep.
We're getting like
But
a
we get
week
it on
and a half
Friday.
break. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
it's
don't get
the
it
worst.
Sunday, but we get it Friday. So
Little victories.
Yeah, at least we got that. Gary, you were saying that you recognized the chapter title.
Yeah, Encounter was chapter 68, so it's been a little while until we got Encounter part 2.
And 68 was when Deku and Shigaraki met at the mall. When you say it like that, I say it like that, it sounds like they're just hanging out.
They're going to Forever 21 together.
They got a pretzel.
It's interesting though, because that encounter was maybe because of the trader, because the trader like told them where they would be. And but that's silly reaching. Overall, I just really love that this chapter started with Eraserhead and the cat, and I like didn't think anything of it, and it was nice that Eraserhead then showed up. I really like Bakugo calling him out about acting like you're the main character, because usually that's like Bakugo's the one who calls people extras. But Deku's like, oh, it has to be me. And I get like he's trying to protect people. And it kind of makes me think, though, that like, how the hell is Deku going to beat Shigaraki? It kind of feels like how's Luffy going to beat Kaido a little bit.
Yeah.
I think I made this
Luffy!
joke.
How are you gonna beat Kaido?
I think I might have made this joke before, so I do apologize, listeners. But it's kind of like, I wonder if it's just going to end up being like two super powered Supermans. Like, a lot of people say Superman is overpowered. So I wonder if it's going to be that with like Deku and Shigaraki, but they both don't really know how to use their powers. And like one of them wants to use their powers to save people. The other wants to use it only to destroy. I kind of hope it, like, that would be interesting, but I kind of hope it doesn't, because it doesn't really feel like that's what My Hero is about, but maybe it is. I don't know. I'm interested in what'll happen. I really like the ominous, like, the circle in hands. The art this chapter was spectacular. I definitely got really confused by disintegration, as I thought they were actually disintegrating, but it seems to be just, like, the killing intent.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really glad the heroes are stepping up. Like, if it just been Deku and Bakugo versus Shigaraki this early, it would have felt like silly, or like it would have been weird.
Right.
Like, it's a good thought, but they're just kids. But heroes are showing up, so it's gonna. Everyone here has seen the movie, right?
I haven't, but I
Yes.
know the thing.
I'm worried that it might. This would have been the time if they had fought alone with just the two of them. It might have gone the route that the movie decided to go. But it seems like Horikoshi even said like that it's using an idea I thought of. But hopefully that won't happen in the manga, because it wasn't a very popular choice as far as I've heard. But I'll pass the torch. I forget who's next.
I think that's me. Cool.
Go.
Yeah, this is a really good chapter. I wonder. All right, so the Reddit has been going bonkers like they usually do about that second to last panel where it says like Russell and you see Shigaraki. People think he's reaching for the gun.
Does he even have the gun? He just has the
I
bullets. Is he gonna
don't
throw
know.
them at him?
Maybe he has enough superpower he can just
Yeah,
flick
yeah,
the
yeah.
bullet.
He's got
it'll be like a
propulsion.
gun.
Propulsion, super fingers,
Maybe.
freaking.
I mean, if you're
Aim control,
Shigaraki, I mean,
aimbot.
think about it. This is
But
the
he is-
biggest threat to you, is somebody who can walk up and just not let you do anything. So
Yeah.
it makes sense that the first thing he's going to want to do is go for those quirk erasing bullets.
Yeah.
This stupid gamer boy is gonna be like, I'm using aimbotting real quick. Hold up. boom, boom, boom.
I love
Ray
Racer.
tracing or
It makes
whatever.
me think of when he saved Sue, because like just at a glance he can stop you cold, and like I don't know, fuck you, Shigaraki, you can't fight for shit. Let me see you throw a punch.
Yeah.
I want him to have the Todoroki problem, basically. Todoroki can't fight for shit, but sorry, keep going.
But I do wonder about that. Like if they did, like if Horikoshi pulled that bad boy out next chapter, I just can't see, like someone would have to take it for Eraser, right? Come on, like Eraser's arc ain't done. But
I guess Eraser, like he uses his quirk to stop people, but he also can hold his own a little bit.
Hmm.
So he might just keep going.
And then there's also all the Ares stuff too.
Yeah. He's like, I actually have some of Ares' blood saved. I'm gonna drink it and hope it works. Like they just
How'd
do
you
like,
get that?
Oh goodness, he gets like a chalice out.
yeah, or just like, but I have this. It turns into like that. I don't know.
How'd you get that? But yeah, no, this chapter was awesome. Really good chapter. It sucks that we're going on break next week, but worth it. Very worth it.
I really hope that becomes more regular, just because, like, I know Oda's doing that as well, taking more breaks. I'm like, take more breaks, Horikoshi!
Just relax.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't kill yourself on this. Yeah, great chapter. Amazing art, like Kendra said. Gosh, especially with Shigaraki. Like, he has been on point for, like, the last several months with Shigaraki. Every little thing. So, and this really just puts it... we've already got it put into perspective, but it keeps going and going. Shigaraki is a monster. He is a monster who cannot really be handled very easily right now, except by the one person who showed up, maybe. So that worries me for him, for certain.
I just really want to quickly say, the panel when Shigaraki is, like, ominously coming out with that, like, aura, it kind of looks like a Renaissance painting or something. Or it kind of looks like the god reaching out thing, except nobody's reaching out. And it's flipped. But anyways.
Yeah, no, definitely. I really don't have much more than that. It's just one more thing I will say. When y'all first asked me to be on the show, one of the questions y'all asked is who's your favorite character, and I said one of the characters I said was Bakugo because he has the potential for great character development at this point, and I really think like with this inner monologue and with his actions, we're really getting to see some of that.
Oh yeah.
I think he's finally developing as a person and not just a crazy craphead. He's coming more into his own, and I think that's a really good sign of the direction he's heading.
It's really sad when he like said like I'm the one who put an end to All Might, and I forgot like Deku didn't like say like no, it wasn't your fault. Like no one's told him that. Or, did Deku say something being like no? I don't know. I want someone to hug back.
I mean, yeah, I think it's he's been told it wasn't him.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain. I think it's still just a matter of he sees it regardless as his fault. I get that. People could tell you all the time something's not your fault, but something really big and really bad, you're not going to listen. You're still like, this was still my fault.
Yeah.
So he's still holding responsibility on. He's holding on to that guilt and responsibility, I think.
It does make me think of when they fought All Might and like Deku wanted to face him. Or no, wait. Bakugo wanted to face him. Deku wanted to run away. And now it's kind of that situation again. But they're I think they're both committed to kind of running to like get him away from someone, which is kind of cool that they're like on the same page finally.
Yeah, and I think that's about it. That's all I've got.
Alrighty, I'll start with what Sophie wanted to say. Like, she really wants some dragon action, and
You got it.
Well, some more.
Yes, please.
And then potentially like Eraserhead riding on Ryokyu's back with a sword.
No, I didn't see that. That would be
amazing.
That would be good.
So why does he have a sword? It's like, shh, don't question it.
When I first read this, I was so confused because it goes from Shigaraki touching Ryukyu's hand and then like where he's like being whipped up. I thought she was just like disintegrating there. So I thought she was dead, like 100%. I thought she was dead until I looked later. I think Sophie actually pointed it out to me that she was there, but there's like a silhouette of her when Eraserhead is looking on page 18 or 19. I mean,
There is?
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah.
shadow over his face, you mean, might be her?
No. There's Eraserhead's back, and then there's the skiff on page 19.
19, you mean 8?
No,
19, 19 is just Eraserhead's face.
Okay, so go down, or it's in the middle. No, that's 20. Wait, am I wrong? Yeah, it says page 20 and page 19, but it's the one. It's Eraserhead with where he's like looking from.
Yeah, and you
his
see
back.
and you see Ryukio in the foreground, right?
Right, that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay, I see it now. Sorry, I think I'm on the computer. I don't know. It's weird. I see it.
Yeah,
Might be different phone versus computer.
Yeah.
I do not know what it is. Yeah, it says 19 and 20 on mine, and I thought there was only 19 pages, so it might be a mess up. But anyway, so
I like this idea of like Eraserhead is like clearly like, God, how far could that be? Like hundreds of yards away?
Right.
I'm just like,
Talk about 1,000-yard stare.
Oh, I didn't realize how far away they were. Just that seeing her points it out. He's just looking really hard.
Yeah.
Squinting. What's going on?
Yeah, it's basically a staring contest now.
I ate my carrots for breakfast.
what would win? The world's strongest hero or Eraserhead, or the world's strongest villain or Eraserhead with like a pair of binoculars?
That should be a meme. Yeah, who could win in a fight? The most powerful villain with as many quirks as you can imagine, or one a racy boy?
One a racy boy with a pair of like Walmart binoculars.
Yes.
And that last line too from Eraserhead, where he says, "Don't you dare lay a rotten finger on my students." Like I can only think of you better not lay a finger on my butterfinger.
That's really what this is about. Shigaraki tried to take his butterfinger.
The students are Butterfinger BBs.
Yeah. Oh, the BBs.
Bring those back, please.
I have
Those
no
are
idea what
good.
those are.
They're like little.
They're balls of Butterfinger. That's all you need to know.
Okay,
Sorry.
so the other highlight is Eraserhead and Sushi at the beginning. Like Sushi is the real hero here. That's who keeps everybody, together. Keeps Eraserhead's sanity. Sushi is so cute.
Agreed.
James.
And that's about it.
I want to know what Junji Ito's thoughts are on the cat for My Hero Academia. Since he's so obsessed with cats. But I really liked this chapter. It was really intense. What else can I say other than that, really? Bakugo kind of going a little Vegeta mode with like, I'm not going to be second place. It was pretty neat. The art was amazing. I mean, that shot where like everything's blacked out and like you see Shigaraki kind of just like right in front of Deku and Bakugo's face. It's just like, whoa. And like I said, it would be cool if they did do sound-wise, they just kind of cut the audio out.
Mm-hmm.
Or do like what is that, like the death sound effect, like after an impact? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but
Oh, like the flashbang sound?
yeah,
Okay.
that'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool too, yeah.
It's good to see Ryukyu. I'm glad she's doing something. Any chapter with her in it is always a good chapter. She's awesome.
Definitely. As long as Shigaraki doesn't, like, after he hit her, all of a sudden, Night Eye shows up and says, "No, you're too weak to do anything else."
Oh my god, that'll make me mad. But yeah, now the shipping community is going to ship them together because they held hands for a brief second.
I will create this ship with my bare hand. I create it. I can destroy it.
Please have them riding with a sword. I want that too.
Yes.
What
You can make
do
the
we?
scarf into a sword, right? Just like wrap it up.
Yeah.
Just shoot Shigaraki. He has regeneration now, I guess.
Yeah, that doesn't do it anymore.
I do also want to talk a little bit. I love the imagery of kind of like, I really love him saying, I can't afford to stay a loser.
Mhm.
And also just like the imagery of like before Bakugo was like ahead of Deku, but now and like I don't know. I think Deku's always felt like he was chasing Bakugo. Well, Bakugo actually recently has felt like he's chasing because he's just a normal person with an explodey quirk.
Mm-hmm.
Deku has like 8 quirks and like the strength of 8 men, 9, 10 men. I don't know how many men. A lot of men
at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, he's 9?
And one woman. How you gonna forget Nana?
Oh yeah, mankind. I'm sorry, you're right. Of 9 people in him. Just
Yeah.
like so. I don't know. I kind of love that, and I really appreciated Bakugo saying like the chosen one because I feel like we didn't really get Bakugo getting more upset like why you. I guess we did, but I need to reread that fight chapter. But this I don't know. This is Bakugo development that we're finally getting, or like we've been getting it slowly, and now it's like really we've been getting a payoff, but now it's like them working together, yay! I don't know.
Yeah, and like I said, I used to really hate Bakugo, but he's grown on me. I like to say that every now and then, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting better. He is getting
Yeah.
better. I think that's important.
I just like it was so long. I was just like maybe it was. I don't. Actually, I wouldn't really change anything. I would just maybe literally just cut that one line from the first chapter,
Yes.
and it would have made it like better. But
Yeah, it would have made him as bad as people see him to be, because that line was way out of line, honestly.
yeah, but I guess it was showing like how kind of like out of touch. I don't know how like out there Bakugo was. So we did have to like kind of hate him at the start to make him being here feel extra good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, but at the same time, I kind of wish I didn't. But overall, amazing chapter. Don't die. Well, who do you think would take the shot for Eraserhead if they had to?
So, number one fantasy booking in my head is like, this one's unattainable. It won't happen. It won't happen. But somehow it's just like, what's his name? What's Shirakuma's name now? Just pops up, gets it, and then dies because they've been a corpse this whole time. That's fantasy booking. That would never happen, obviously. God, I don't know. It would have to be someone there. I think there would be some poetic like justice to it of like if Endeavor dies now, of like having his quirk taken and then dying, to like as a big like middle finger to like Shigaraki. It's like, even if you're gonna like take out heroes, you're not gonna get the number one's strongest quirk or something like that. But I don't know. I feel like it would just be. I don't want to think it would be a kid, because that would break Eraser so bad.
I wonder if it could be Deku, just because All for One for All cannot be taken, and it's not.
Was it not forcibly? I can't. No.
Yeah, so I guess like if you go back, can you really go back to before he had? I guess maybe it would be easier to go back, or maybe I don't know if it'd be, or I wonder if maybe he gets hit by it, and then let's say he did have a quirk that the doctor stole, so instead he gets that quirk or something. Could be interesting, but that's also kind of fan fiction-y. But does anyone else have any theories on who it might be?
Does somebody else take the bullet here? Because he's already been saved like just a few chapters ago. Are we really going to have to do that again?
Yeah, it might just be.
I really, that's the big reason why I'm afraid for him, because thematically and story-wise, it would be a little silly to have someone else save him again while he had this inner monologue about everybody saving him. Like, that worries me the most. Maybe no one will save him this time.
Or before he gets shot, Deku's like, "Here, eat this," and then he's like, "No, let me eat it. You eat your thing, so I can get it back without I get the eye cracking as well."
Jeez.
Like the only other option I see there is Ryukyu, but that won't have like a major impact as major. But also, I don't know. I have a feeling it'll be Eraserhead too, and like Shigaraki will be like, "Now you know how it feels," you know.
But like Eraserhead basically is quirkless, or like, but he doesn't have like super strength. He just can look at people and stop it. But he's still like fighting wise, if nothing changes besides like his strategy might change a bit. I think Gran Torino maybe because he's fast. Is he faster than a bullet? Like, can he jump?
Oh, Gran Torino would be so sad.
That would
Yeah.
be the worst.
He's old.
Yeah. Or Wash, if Wash isn't dead, Wash sprinted all the way here. If Wash got hit by a wash, would Wash stop being a washing machine? Or do you think Wash is their body washing machine, or are they living inside a washing machine?
Body wash?
That was one of the that's one of the greatest mysteries.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, do you think different washing machine companies sponsor him?
I hope so.
Sorry, I do love Wash.
What was the other thing I was thinking? Oh yeah, the only other way I could think of like Shigaraki getting one for all would be like, oh, your friend here, I'm gonna disintegrate him if you don't allow me to have your quirk. Like, how else would he take it? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was thinking it'd be really funny if the bullets just didn't work. Like, because they made them from, like, the few bullets they had, and they tried to copy it. So it'd be really funny if they just weren't able to do it.
And weren't some of them the less long-lasting ones, or did those all get destroyed? They only have the permanent ones.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I know he mentioned something about it, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. I did want to shout out. We talking a bit about Caleb. You can follow. He's the official translator. You can follow him on Twitter at CDCubed. Woot. And we actually did get an email from Black Northwind, and they said, okay, that's it. Mirio definitely needs to get his quirk back to combat Shigaraki. So, like, yeah, like, I guess being... Could you just phase through being disintegrated, basically?
Yeah.
Well, yes, it would definitely be trickier, though, because it's not just touching at this point. He can throw stuff at you and touch it, and that can disintegrate, because that's what was happening to those heroes in the background. So he would have to be, like, constantly permeating through whatever.
Yeah.
It would be
And
trickier, but he could do it, I could think, absolutely.
Well, when he does it, he can't see or breathe.
Yeah, so he'd be holding his breath a whole bunch. He wouldn't get a lot of breaks.
Yeah.
It'd be tough, but he would be a decent combatant, I would think. Honestly, it'd be some of the other quirks he'd have to worry about.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that'd be like that. Like if somehow the airy thing we were kind of joking about, if like he does get floated or something, this would be like silly. But it would be interesting. Or like who knows? I don't know. Like anything can really happen. I wonder if this is going to be televised as well. Probably not. Or maybe it will, because like a hospital just got destroyed. Like I think the media's probably onto them now.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's gonna be like we picked up this little bit of info out here, and it's just like a feed of like Deku saying to someone that he's got one for all.
Oh my god. And it's just like, oh shit.
That's a question I had after all of this that's going on. Are we reaching a point where Deku's going to have to tell everyone what's going on?
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, he might have to, because he kind of told Endeavor. So Endeavor's going to be like, why was he after you?
Yeah, Endeavor's going to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming he lives through all this nonsense.
Yeah.
He's going to figure it out, and I think Deku's going to have to tell him. So I just wonder if we're going to have to inform. Is this the point? I guess I kind of see the story eventually going to where all of Class 1A finds out what is really happening.
Mm-hmm.
Are we reaching that point, or are we just going to tell the other heroes first, or what? Because I can't see it being avoidable at this point.
Deku walks into class with a stack of paper. They're like, Midoriya, what's this? It's a NDA? What's that? Non-disclosure? I need you to sign something real quick anyway.
I thought you were going to say, read the manga.
I need y'all to sign this real quick.
These are a bunch of waivers.
I do also thinking, it might be like the end of was it the first, one of the Spider-Man movies end, or no, never mind, that's Iron Man. It ends with him being like, I'm Iron Man.
Yeah.
And then the most recent Spider-Man ended with what was it, John Jonah Jameson
Outing him, basically.
Basically just doing the same thing. Yeah.
So yeah, I wonder, like, I hope it would do that. I guess this is really making me think it is going to end. Unless there's like a prison break arc after this or something. Or like maybe they have to free people from the jails because they have to fight against Shigaraki. Like, I don't know.
I don't either, because I can't. Here's the big trick for me at this point is that Deku is only, what do you say, 30% consistently, 45 when he has to ramp up. That's not. I'm not very good at math or anything, but that's not near 100% just yet. So I can't see him beating Shigaraki without being able to be at least like being able to go up to 100% without completely incapacitating himself. So, and I mean, we're not going to do the movie fight again, obviously. So that I hope not. That would be a little disappointing to do it twice at least. So I don't know that we're there yet because there's no way Deku can just disappear for a week and be like, okay, I'm 100% now. It took him 3 months to go from 20% to 45%. So I don't know how this is going to work at this point.
And like right now he's mastered Black Whip, but like is he just going to all of a sudden be like, I'm going to be able to use all these other quirks as well?
Right, exactly. He's got to learn all the rest of them because that's the only one he's got under his belt besides the other like 7 or 6 at this point.
And then that number always gets my brain ticking because I always think, okay, what about a time skip? How are we going to justify as a series? Deku, all right, between Black Whip and let's say Float happens here, right? How much time is that in universe? That's what, like 2 months? How long? Do we have any like time? Yeah, confirmed time between all that? Yeah.
4 months.
Anyway, all right, time skip to like 3rd year. Hey guys, it's me, Deku. Anyway, it's been 3 chapters. Here's my other 6 quirks. Let's list them off all in order. That would suck.
And then here's the problem with that though. You can't have a Shigaraki like this storming around for 2 years, not destroying society.
It has to be something with that like 70%. Something has to happen. He has to like short circuit something. Can't.
God. Yeah, like
that's a
what?
good point. He didn't get to 100%.
I think he got to 75.
75. I think you're right. It's 7. I think you're both right. It's 75.
He didn't finish charging, so.
Oh yeah, so maybe he'll like depower or something.
It has to be something like that. And like the doctor's like, oh great, he short circuited. It's gonna take me 2 years, 8 days, 3 weeks until time skip to 2 years and 4 weeks from now.
Because like movie spoilers, Skip had 10 seconds. 9 had a glitch. He doesn't have a glitch. Like he doesn't glitch out when he uses his quirk a lot. So I don't know.
But Shigaraki has the one thing that 9 needed to not glitch out.
Oh, true. Regeneration, I guess?
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I still part of me still wants Shigaraki to turn good or something, even though that can't happen. It would be very silly if it did.
Yeah.
But I still I don't know how they would do that though. They still got to kick his ass. Because I wonder if maybe Shigaraki can help them face the OG. I guess. Oh, but All for One doesn't. He has a copy of All for One for All has a cop. Oh my god, I can't tell. Bad guy has a copy of the bad guy.
The original bad guy has a copy of the original bad guy quirk.
Yeah. So I want him to come back into it again. I don't know. I'm just fascinated by all of this. And I'm just really creeped out by the hole in the hand still. And I need to go back and look at all of the All for One appearances because I don't really notice the hand thing. I don't know. Are we ready to close it out? And can we survive a bit of a longer wait for My Hero?
I don't know.
I'm nervous.
I was like, we're gonna have to.
Yeah, we don't have a choice. What if I just hibernate? I'll just go into a time skip myself.
It's not Jump that's on break, is it?
No.
It's just My Hero. Okay,
just
good.
My Hero.
I gotta know who the next Dr. Stone character to show up with a gigantic ass is.
Yeah, One Piece hits June 21st, so yeah, it's just.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, One Piece I guess is kind of stopping doing breaks even. We've had a few in a row, right?
Yeah, 3 in a row is weird.
Yeah.
But Levy, let's start to round it out. Derek, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Great Big Sword. You can find me on the Kicking Stones podcast at Dr. Stone Pod with my two lovely co-hosts here. You can find me on Good Friends Anime Club at GoodFriendsCast at Twitter.com. You can also find the same group I'm with on Good Friends doing a Dorohedoro podcast at Dorohedoro Pod. Yeah, we're really not sure when we're gonna get back into the swing of things. We're taking a little bit of a break right now.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, do you think that Eraserhead will get a great big sword?
No. I don't know who's gonna eventually. We need a sword hero, like stat.
You're right. We don't have one.
We had a shield hero, and now we need a sword hero.
We got the guy, like a villain that Kirishima fought who could make like short blades.
I know, he was so cool.
Does Gimli carry an axe? I don't know.
Oh, Stain! Stain has a sword knives as well, but that's not a sword. That's not big. Oh, wait! Spinner! Spinner made a big sword out of like metal stuff.
Spinner!
You might have to fight Sophie over that.
There was also that Tokoyami had that big Buster sword.
Oh, yeah. Was that in a color spread or something, or did he actually have it?
That was in the chapter where they had like the little Christmas party.
Okay.
Before all this happened, like chapters before it all happened.
Oh yeah, that was so funny. I felt like it was like last year because I felt like it was Christmas in like the summer or something.
It was
Gary came out and was like, "Happy Halloween." They were like, "Oh, you're so wrong, but you're so cute."
But Nick, where can we find you?
Sure. I am on Twitter at Nickarot, Nickarot. That's pretty much where I am. I'll gladly talk about anything and whatever. Hit me up, and yep, that's
nice.
That's what I got.
Gary, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Wrath of Giraffe.
Nice. James, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at That One Welder Guy. I also host the Kicking Stones podcast, which you can find that at Dr. Stone Pod on Twitter as well as the Weeb Jammin' podcast, where I finally released the Fully Cooley episode.
Okay.
Yay, yeah. And then for sometime this month, we're doing a special movie episode where we're going to review Urusei Yatsura Movie 2, Beautiful Dreamer. We look forward to that. And you can find us on Twitter at JamminWeeb.
Yeah, that'll be a good episode.
Nice. Is that what streaming services is that movie available on, or is it available on?
It's on Retro Crush. It's also on Amazon Prime. But
Ooh.
I mean, Retro Crush is free, so.
Oh, nice. Is it free in Canada? Maybe. Nice. But you can follow me on Twitter at Sniper of My Heart. And I am also on another podcast where we cry, yell, and scream about volleyball. That is at Haikyuu Pod. It is all of those at once. And you can follow Sophie on Twitter at Chopper's Antlers. Check her out. She is very cool. You can follow this podcast that you're listening to on Twitter at MHAPod. You can email us at myheropod@gmail.com. And we also have a website we're kind of working on a little bit. We're trying to make it a bit more user-friendly, but you can also check it out there at www.mhapod. So check us out, send us some emails, let us know how cool will Eraserhead's sword be.
Yeah.
Because he deserves a sword, if anyone.
Speaking of Haikyuu, my friend Travis posted a meme where it's just like other Jump series spoilers, and it's like the I don't even know the name of the meme, but it's like the guy with the fade and like the beard, and it's like the good guy wins. We know. Haikyuu spoilers. Haha, this character is an electrician. No. Because that's basically been every chapter this last like half a year. It's just been like, this is some good volleyball. Oh, this guy makes rice for a living. That's cool. That's awesome. I love this show.
He spikes the ball. It's like, who does? It's like,
he's got a rice ball stand. This is cool.
Yay. Read or watch Haikyuu. And now, in these trying times,
don't forget to give Aizawa all your swords so he can become the sword hero.
And go beyond!
Plus
Ultra!
This is my hero academia. This is manga news and more. Academia.
With like 4 people, that's a little hard.
Yeah.
That's
I had to
actually
do
pretty
2 pluses.
good, though.
Nobody.
That's good. It felt like we were definitely more on time.
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all.
Fun
Yeah.
stuff.
You might have to like turn down the volume on.
How low is that?
Whoa.
I'm closing my bag of chips.
He thought he was safe.